When it comes to life insurance, most people think that facts speak for themselves: protect your family, secure your future, and gain peace of mind. But in reality, the way we communicate these facts can make all the difference in how clients understand their options and make decisions. At HGI, we know that simply sharing technical details isn't enough. Instead, we must connect with clients on a personal and emotional level using proven principles from psychology and behavioral economics to guide our conversations. In this presentation, we'll explore two powerful concepts: the framing effect and the loss aversion, that shape how people perceive information and make choices. We learn how the words we choose, the stories we tell, and the emotions we evoke can inspire clients to take action and truly value the protection life insurance provides. By mastering these techniques, you'll be able to turn information into inspiration, helping families protect what matters the most and build a more secure future. Let's dive in and discover how to make every conversation meaningful, memorable, and impactful. So we'll be covering obviously the framing effect, loss of aversion, and some real-world applications. The framing effect is a foundational concept in psychology and behavior economics that demonstrates how the specific information is presented can dramatically influence people's decisions. Even the underlying effects remain unchanged. For example, imagine you're shopping for food at a grocery store and you see two labels. One says 80% fat free, while the other one says 20% fat. Both statements are mathematically correct, but 80% fat free feels much more appealing because it frames the product in a positive light. Like, think about it: 80% fat free, that's a bigger number than 20%. This isn't just a marketing trick, it's a reflection of how our brains process information and make choices. In the world of insurance, this principle is especially powerful. If you describe a policy as securing your family's future, you're not just stating a fact, you're invoking emotions of care, responsibility, and protection. These feelings are what drive people to act. On the other hand, if you focus solely on technical details or costs, you risk making insurance feel cold, complicated, or easy to postpone. At HGI, the goal is not to merely sell policies, but to help families achieve peace of mind and lasting security. By carefully choosing words that inspire and reassure, you can transform life insurance from something people might delay into something they immediately recognize as valuable and necessary. Loss aversion is another crucial psychological insight that helps explain why people sometimes hesitate to make decisions that are objectively in their best interest. Loss aversion means that the pain of losing something is much more intensely felt than the pleasure of gaining something of equal value. To put it simply, losing $500 hurts a lot more than finding $500 feels good. This principle is deeply relevant to life insurance because it shifts the focus from what clients might think might gain in the future to what they stand to lose if they go unprotected. At HGI, this understanding shapes how we communicate with clients. Instead of only highlighting potential gains or long-term growth, it's important to emphasize what's at risk, such as their family's financial stability, their peace of mind, or the ability to provide for loved ones during difficult times. When clients can picture the real consequences of not having insurance, the decision becomes much more urgent and emotionally charged. Insurance is no longer just about building wealth. It has become about protecting everything a person has worked hard to achieve. To truly connect with clients and fulfill HGI's mission of helping families achieve financial security and independence, it's essential to go beyond numbers and technical jargon. Every presentation should start by addressing what matters most to their client: their loved ones, their dreams, and their desire for stability. Begin the conversation with a positive, reassuring message such as, "This policy ensures your family's financial stability in a crisis." Then gently introduce the real risks. Without coverage, even a single emergency room visit could drain your savings and jeopardize your family's future. This approach taps into both hope and caution, the two most powerful motivators in human decision making. Real life stories are especially effective here. Share examples of families who struggled without insurance and those who were able to um, they were able to overcome uh, hardships because it had protection. These narratives make the abstract value of insurance tangible and emotionally resonant. Always avoid impersonal or overly technical language. Instead, speak directly to the client's goals, values, and concerns, and tie every point back to their vision for the future. Language is one of the most powerful tools in a financial professional's toolkit. The right phrase can inspire immediate action, while the wrong one can lead to indifference or hesitation. Use language that emphasizes security and the prevention of loss. For example, say, this policy protects your loved ones from unexpected hardship, or without coverage, a single emergency could drain your savings. And And then statements like these are far more compelling than technical descriptions such as this plan accumulates benefits over time, which lack emotional impact. While numbers and features are important, they're not enough on their own. Clients need to feel the urgency and personal relevance of your message. That's why it's crucial to tailor your language to each client's unique situation, values, and concerns for maximum impact. To sum it up, the way you present information is just as important as the information itself. The framing effect teaches us that presentation shapes perception, while loss aversion reminds us that people are more motivated to avoid loss than to pursue gain. But combining these two principles, framing insurance as essential protection and emphasizing what could be lost without it, you create conversation that resonate on a much deeper emotional level. This approach is just not about closing a sale, obviously. It's about building trust, sharing real life stories, and helping clients make meaningful choices to protect what matters most to them. When you communicate with empathy, urgency, and insight, you turn information into inspiration and transform sales into a lasting positive impact for families. Thank you.